slowly go across, just to dampen it, not wet, just damp. Get your board tray, hold it up here, and you're going to actually use some force to make it squish. Yeah, not splat, but just about like that. That's how hard. So you need a bit of pressure to throw it. It'll never go in the middle unless you're really good. Turn it away from you, put your hands around, and just pull it to where you think is the middle. So the first thing you do is put water on. You're going to push it forward and just push it down to make sure it's on. Wheel goes fast. Release slowly. Okay, I know that's stuck now. Okay, so this elbow sits there towards your left hip, and it's always got to be down on the wheel. You're going to use this part of your hand there, and that's going to push the whole thing forward and on centre. And once it's on centre, you hold it there. You never let it go like this. You've got to push the clay. This hand pulls forward towards that. So put water on, push forward and pull towards each other. Wheel going as fast as it can. Then slide your hand up with it, up into a tall cone. Put water on. You don't need to take this hand off at all. You just use this one for the water. Keep that finger out of the way. I'm going to push the whole thing just forward slightly. Put my elbow out to the side and put this hand flat on and just use this part of my hand there so it's forward and down. When I get to there, I'm going to drop that wrist to keep a peak on that. I'll just show you what I do. What happens if you make it flat at that point. When you come back up again, it's not going to do it. It will do a well like that, and we don't want a well. So if you keep the peak on it there, when you come back up, you won't get the well in the middle. So slide up, push it forward, elbow out to the side, so forward and down. You do this 3 times until it's centered. Drop the wrist, keep that peak, and I'm keeping the pressure forward on this. See, if I let go quickly, it'll go off center. Whenever you let go, I just push it back on now, and then if I'm going to let go, I release it really slowly. Very important. Up one more time. Slide your hands up with it. It looks about like that. Push it forward slightly, elbow out to the side and down. Now this time we know it's centered, so you can turn your hand over. Keep the water on. And down to a small mound. This hand goes out like that, not in. Not in like that, slightly out so that the mound comes out like that. You can put your whole weight over it at this point. Now I'm going to release really slowly both hands. Once you know it's on centre, really important to release both hands slowly. Now these hands just sit around there. Put your thumbs down the middle, straight down the middle. Bit of water in there. Now don't go too far before you check. Stop your wheel, get your needle, hold it under there like that. Down the middle, put your finger down, and there's about that much. I'd probably go just a tiny bit more. Just a little bit more. Now water in the middle, I'm going to pull my thumbs out, but mainly using the right one and concentrating on the right one. If you concentrate right, left, it'll go off centre. So just feel that right thumb pulling. And you're going about out to the side of your mound, just a little bit further than the side of your mound. Now using the pads of your 2 middle fingers, I'm compressing the bottom now, which is, there's the base. It's just compressing it slightly so that it strengthens the base. So slowly out to the side, out to a corner, back into the middle. Not too much pressure, but just enough to compress it. Do that about 3 times. Now I'm going to tip this top bit here back into the middle. So not from under there, just the top bit. Using here and my fingertips. I'm going to slide my fingertips up. So it keeps it into that shape, which is its strongest shape. Compress the edge. Now, always be taking any water out of the middle. And the way to get the water back in is to put it over both fingers. It goes down both sides. Push in a little bit at the bottom there with one finger. Now, here is how you hold it. Right hand, that will be going along on the wheel head, and you're going to use this part of that. These fingers all stick together, and you're using the inside pad of that. You look over it, have your elbow down, finger touching here, and you'll be using those 2 bits there. Look right over the top of what you're doing. Slow your wheel down, really important. Squeeze at the bottom, not too hard. Hold that pressure and slowly move up. Keep moving all the time. Getting near the top, release your pressure at the top. Mop the water out. Compress that edge. Put the water in. Push in there at the bottom. And start again. Slow your wheel down. Squeeze together at the bottom till you get some clay. Then start moving. Hold that pressure and move it up. Don't stop anywhere or get thin in that spot. Keep moving. All the way to the top. Now when you're at the top, release the pressure and come off. And I've got an air bubble somewhere there. If you get an air bubble, you find it. And you give it a, here it is here. Give it a prod. Mind you, this is recycled clay. This is what you don't want. It's a bit of sponge. But anyway. Never mind. But anyway, if you've got an air bubble, that's what you do to an air bubble. Compress the top. Push it in at the bottom there. Keep your water in. And then just slowly come up. This is pretty well where I want it now, so I'm just straightening it. If you're going to put a shape in it, you turn your hand on the side. Instead of it being like that, you go like that. And this hand just rests on it like that. So the inside hand is just gently, very gently, putting a shape in. It doesn't look like you're doing much there, but when you turn it, it will be quite round. Like that when you want to go in. And there's all sorts of shapes that you can do. And you can just, if you wanted to turn that over, you can do it with your fingers. If you wanted to go out a bit more, or like that, either or. Last thing you must do is make sure there's no water in the bottom. Very important. Put your sponge on the edge. You can take off any excess water. Take off any excess clay at the bottom. It just saves in the turning, neatens it up. And voila! Water on there. Thumbs down. Let the water through. Usually after about 3 times it starts to move. Push from the base gently. Take it over to the biggest part here, slide it onto your hand, and then